welcome to the next episode of LEGO World. As you can see, I'm in space. I want to talk about how they locked stuff up. A couple of you were asking me about the next night's weapons, especially maces and lance, and why you can't get them. And I went to try and get them, see if I can get them. Found out I couldn't get them. But then I also found some interesting things out, because I wanted to get back the stuff that they took away from during the update that I was missing. And they took the doors away and stuff like that. So I figured I'm gonna go off to the side and try and get the stuff back. And I found some interesting things out while I was doing it. So there is certain things. There was one thing we couldn't get. Well, now we can get it, but now two items are locked up behind the stuff I don't think we were supposed to get that is now locked up. So here I'm going through again, getting stuff from the octane gas station, which if I miss anything, I have no idea. I think I am missing something. I have to look again, but I'm pretty sure the thing I'm missing I can get. So I'm scanning the stuff from the octane gas station, like the doors, the cash register's gotta be rescanned. You know, all the stuff I showed off in my other videos. And you're probably saying why I'm showing this stuff again, and the reason is because I wanted to know if we can get everything back, or if it was just the next night's weapons that is an issue, or if there was a reason behind what's going on. I mean, that's what I'm here for, is to help you guys out. Yeah, I did miss something, I just realized it now. Okay, I have to go back and rescan. I'm pretty sure that's still scannable. So I did the first few cases, rescanning everything. And it's interesting now that the police officer now has a quest. It no longer is hidden by the shuttle. I guess when they did the update, it changed the way questing is done. which I think is really neat that we don't have to get rid of an item to give an item anymore. I also want to point out that the coordinates has changed since the update, which I know I haven't mentioned, which is interesting, and I don't know if you can still put coordinates in to go places. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, if it's still there or not. So this time I'm just re-exploring these showcases. So if you guys did miss my videos, this isn't an opportunity to see these showcases and what you can get in them. But this video is mainly just subtle differences that changed and how things got locked up. And I'm wondering now, was it an accident, or are we going to be getting something in the near future? And I will try and explain it in my video the best I can when we get to that part. So yeah, when the update came out, it wiped a good chunk of Lego pieces out of our inventory that we had discovered, and I thought, oh well, maybe when I saw certain things were missing, I was like, oh, maybe it's just that area, and no, apparently I was wrong, and some of you came to me saying that some Next Night stuff is missing and you can't get it anymore. And I was trying to look into it, see if I get information about it, or if anyone else had similar issues, or I found a workaround for it. But I think I know what they did, and it's interesting that they did this, because that makes me think we're getting future builds in the process. So yeah, this is gonna be my prediction that we're not done with Nexonites at this point, and we will be getting more Nexonite stuff down the line. I'm not entirely sure when or how they're gonna go about doing the Nexonites. I mean, what else can they come out with? I know they got a lot of Nexonite stuff, but it'd be interesting what they're going to give us in terms of Nexonite stuff. So here, I'm signing off all the jewels that I got from the previous video. Trying to get those studs. Every little bit of studs help. I know I have been collecting them like I'm supposed to, but I figured while I got the jewels, I'll sell them off. And I'm glad that I did this today, trying to get the stuff back, because I wanted some type of closure answers to give you guys, and I wasn't entirely sure if it was a bug or not. It is sort of a bug, and it is sort of not a bug. And when we get to the next night stuff and everything, I'll try to explain. There's another thing I missed. I'm gonna have to go back and get the two things I missed. So here we got the fire station. Everybody in the fire station has a quest now as well. The thing I didn't understand was why when the update came out it took the stuff away. But now after seeing what was locked up again, gives me an idea why they took the stuff away. They didn't mean to take the stuff away. I think what they meant to do was lock certain things up, but in the update, it not only it locked it up, but it took a lot of stuff out of the inventory, which could happen again if they do another update. But hopefully, I think they have this worked out by now. So here, I'm just gathering more windows, doors, whatever chairs I can get. I was trying to check every nook and cranny, even though I just realized I missed a couple of nooks and crannies. I'd done that in the last video, because I explained how you can skip over things in a previous video. And what's nice about scanning the stuff is I like doing it maybe once, but doing it twice is, I know a lot of you guys did it once and don't want to do it again because you figure once is enough, and I feel the same way about it. But at the same time, this is going to give me the answers we're looking for. And hopefully they will fix what they have done with the next night weapons. To me, it can be fixed. They just have to find out where the line of code is and change, I think, maybe a couple of words. I don't know how big the code is at this point. So here I put down put down the runway to get the light off it. Then I decided to put the airport somewhat on top of it. Which the airport has something that we could not get before. Well, now you can get it. This is the opportunity to get that one Lego piece that you couldn't get before. That was in the airport terminal. And this is what led me to know what's going on somewhat. So here I'm just going around scanning what needs to be scanned. And at the time I forgot about that one piece we couldn't get, which you'll see me running around back to the police station and stuff like that. Once I go on top of the airport, I get the stuff on top of the airport, and I'll show you what we couldn't get before. And it's interesting now that we can get this Lego piece, and it's interesting knowing that you guys came to me and said, oh well, this is not giving me the next night weapons, and I was curious myself. I know I'm not getting to the point fast enough probably for you guys. It sounds like I'm repeating myself, I know. Because I'm waiting to show you guys everything that I know, because it's more towards the end of close towards the end of the video. So here I'm running around looking for this one piece, not realizing it's the airport that has it. And then it like dawned on me that it was the airport. And you guys probably know what piece I'm talking about. If not, I'll still show you. So you come over here. After I scan the little trash can, you see these little white cylinder things? I don't know what they're called at this point. But before, you could not scan them to get them. And now they're scannable. Because everyone said, oh, why can't we scan this one Lego piece? And we didn't know if it was going to be fixed or not, or was there a way to get it. Well, okay. Now we got a piece we didn't have. So now I'm going to do the next night stuff. And with the next night stuff, it's more than just Lance's weapon and Mace's weapon you can't get anymore. And it had to do with a video I did since the beginning of LEGO Worlds, when we first started getting the next night stuff. And the thing was, when I did the first video, Nexonites. I did something using sandbox to get certain Nexonite items. And I had a feeling we weren't supposed to get them, but I got a hold of them anyway, and I showed you guys how to get them in a previous episode. And now that everything got taken away, I thought, well, let's rescan all the Nexonite stuff. You know, see if it's just the 2 items that are missing, which is Lance's weapon and Mace's mace, and see if anything else is different. Because it's like, well, why are you taking away something you gave us? Is it a bug? Is it a glitch? Is it something wrong with programming? And that's what it is. It's something they programmed. But they programmed it for one reason, but it affected something we got. Which is understandable. I mean, it happens. It happens to the best of us, especially when we program stuff. I don't know if you guys ever program stuff yourselves, but I used to do a little bit of coding myself in school, and I wasn't good at it, but I understand how coding somewhat works. So I'd see what happened and what they did. And I'm pretty sure I'm still missing pieces. I have to check my other files. So I decided I'm going to do the quest for these guys again. You can get Clay's weapon. So Clay's weapon, no problem. You can still get Clay's weapon. But I'm still missing some pieces. I'm just running around trying to see if I missed anything. So instead of working on space challenge thing for TC Games, I figured I'd make a video of what's happened. At this point in time, I mean, I wanted to get all the stuff back that I had, and I thought it would be really neat to just get the stuff back. I didn't think I was going to be making a video about it. So So yeah, this is, if I remember correctly, this is Aaron, I believe. And he's going to give us his weapon, which is the bow and shield. So I got the bow and shield back. I got Clay's sword. I got most of the flags back. I think I'm missing a flag or two. So now we're going to do the other characters. This one is Macy. Which I did the quest for the crystal. I mean, why not? We can always use the crystal. Or the jewel. It's called jewel. I like to call them crystals. So I'm scanning the stuff. Scanning the weapon rack. Scanning the banner. I couldn't remember if there was anything on top of these or not. So we break the weapon rack. Okay. Now here's the thing, the weapon falls down and shines, but it doesn't let you pick it up. Okay, strange. So while I was over here, I decided to get a treasure chest. Well, moon chest to be exact. Which nothing was in it, I was hoping something would be in it. So next we're going to do is lance. So I'm going to do the quest for lance. And then I'm going to show you guys the other thing. I made a thing in sandbox mode to carry, two things in sandbox mode to carry over to the world to get items. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about after this. So we're going to scan the weapon rack. We're going to scan the flags. We're going to open up the weapon rack here. What's this? What's I ain't doing it right? The lance falls down. You can't pick it up. So yeah, you can't get the two weapons. Which I will tell right off the bat is I thought it was kind of odd because before we could get them, now we can't get them. And I want to thank everyone that brought this to my attention. By doing so, I figured out what they actually did, and now I can explain it to you guys. And hopefully you guys will have a better understanding. So, now we're going to get to my thing. Well, two things that I did. First one I'm going to do is my... well... we're not going to get to it till after this building. I'm jumping the gun again. Oh. After I redo this one, we're going to get to my thing, and I'm going to show you exactly what's going on. So everything is scannable except for two pieces, but in a sense, the pieces I had that I probably shouldn't have had, you can't get anymore, and I want to show you guys what I'm talking about. So I'm double checking this whole entire area. Make sure I got everything. Okay, now we're gonna bring in the two of my items. So this is a street plate that I made up with a couple of goodies that I wanted that ain't in the game yet. Here we have Aaron's weapons rack, and we have Clay's weapons rack. Well, they're no longer scannable. Yes, I had them in my inventory in adventure mode before the update, and now they're gone and locked up. So I wanted to get my decorative house I did with the fan blades, which seems to be missing the couple of a banner and a chest when it came in. So it makes me wonder if they're even in the game anymore. So yeah, I can't scan the fan blade anymore. They locked it up again. They locked everything up for future builds. So we'll be getting the stuff back when they come out with more next night stuff is what I'm thinking. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And got any more questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section below. And I'll see you on the next LEGO Worlds episode. But yeah, this answers your guys' questions. They locked the stuff up for a future next night build.